Hello and welcome to Sauron Takes on Donkey Kong Country 100%. We are going to be finishing up this area, which is the third area in the game, and we're going to be mostly finishing the ice area today. We're going to pause it a couple of times to read a guide because there's absolutely some bullcrap barrels that we gotta find today. So, first things first though, Clam City. Gonna listen to some awesome aquatic ambience. Love this track, it's so good. It's probably my favorite track of the original Donkey Kong Country, other than maybe the fight with K. Rool. I don't remember what that's called. I think it's Crocodile Cacophony, but I could be wrong. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna go through Clam City. This isn't too awfully bad. Thankfully, the water levels, we don't have to worry about bonus barrels, so we can just kind of breeze through these. I'm going to take a hit here because of the freaking clam. I don't know what I was doing here, but oops. But yeah, we're going to be finishing up this area, and then we're going to be 100%ing the ice area, which is next, relatively quickly, which is kind of a cool thing. Yeah, there's only one bonus barrel that's giving me crap, and we're going to deal with that next episode. And then the boss fight, because that's all I had left was when I finished recording, so that ought to be fun. These sharks are such cool little designs. Like, the bigger ones, I don't know what the difference is. Are the bigger ones faster? Maybe they should have a bigger hitbox and that's it, but I don't know. The smaller ones look so cool. They look like little aquarium sharks. But bigger. That and aquarium sharks are not real sharks. They are actually just aquarium fish that happen to be shaped kind of like sharks. See, here's the bigger ones. They look cool, but that's about it. Also, aren't we in a lake? Anyway. But yeah, no, I finally got back into Donkey Kong Country. I think the last run, last episode that I did just burnt me out so badly. I just didn't want to get back into this for a while, but I knew I had to, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not feeling bitter towards it anymore. Let's do this again. So there's Clam City. It's already done, and we're gonna go beat up a boss. Have you guys ever wanted to bash a barrel over a bee's head? There's something cathartic about this particular fight. But I already lost Diddy, so do I win? Yeah, but the final shot actually is something interesting here. Like, so you can jump with Donkey Kong and actually get him when he's up above, which might be a bit of a safer method. But you might also get stung after the fact too, so it's a risk and reward thing. King Zing is not that impressive a boss fight. Actually, none of the bosses in this game are really all that impressive. If you want good boss fights from like the original, yeah, that fight. That shot was so funny because he just ran into the barrel. He just like, nope, I'm done. Later. But no, if you wanted a Donkey Kong Country, like the original Donkey Kong Country, but with really good boss fights, I don't know, the Game Boy Advance version is not bad. Like, I don't know if I'd call it better than the original, because the production value on the original is just better in general, but it's pretty good. And the boss fights are improved, so it's also easier to see some of the barrels too. Like, so if you try to 100%, there's more crap to collect, which sucks. But the actual levels themselves, like the barrels and stuff, are usually easier to see on the Game Boy Advance. So that's kind of cool. I think I miss a bonus stage in this level while I'm playing it. So that's what kind of causes me to get out the guide, was I just kind of missed the barrel here. This stage, though, holy crud. Like, when I was a kid, the graphics on this stage blew my mind. Like, don't get me wrong, this already looks really cool, right? You got snow in the background, which is really cool. It's really beautiful. The music is just gorgeous. And the lighting keeps changing. Gotta be careful of them beavers there. But the lighting keeps changing while you play the stage. And what's really cool is that there's no snow at the start of this particular... at the start of this stage. So it actually starts snowing as you progress. And I don't know about you guys. I come from the desert. I love to watch snowfall. I don't like driving in it, but I love watching snow. Here we have a Winky bonus stage. Anyway, if you guys are wondering what I've been up to while I'm recording all these, I'm still staying with the Let's Play, but for those of you who don't know, I'm taking a break on my actual main reviews. So we're just kind of doing the Let's Play stuff for now. But here's the cool part. Excuse me, my nose has been stuffy like all week. Here's the cool part is that I am working on reviews and videos and stuff like that. I'm just not ready to get back into that fray as of yet. But I've got some cool stuff going on. So, I'm doing a video on Where's Waldo. Yeah. Where's Waldo? You'll have to watch the video to find out. But I did find him. I found him. But, yeah, I'm doing a video on Where's Waldo. And it's not just like the games or anything like that. I'm also doing the books too. Because, there's only so much you can talk about with the video games. You know, there's not a whole lot. See, look at that background. I'm sorry to kind of go ADHD on you guys, but that background is changing. And then it starts snowing right there. Ah. The stuff that you can't watch when you're actually playing the game, you know? That being said, this level is awful. But... oh, excuse me. Jeez Louise. This level is one of the more challenging levels I find in the actual game itself. Get rid of the beavers. But yeah. No, I'm doing a video and I'm going to be talking about all 3. Just kidding. All 5 Where's Waldo games. One of which I couldn't get working, so I'm talking about it briefly, but you guys will get the gist. But yeah, Where's Waldo? That's kind of a fun subject. His games are either really obscure or really infamous, depending on how you look at things, but it should be a fun video. Oh, sure, now I'm yawning. But yeah, that should be a fun video. I'm also working on a virtual console video. Or not a virtual console, a Virtual Boy video. And that ought to be interesting. I'm going to go over all the Virtual Boy video games that are out there. Now, yes, I had to emulate them because there's no way to record them cleanly in any way, shape, or form. It's right there. Believe it or not, I just missed a bonus barrel. So I'm going to have to come back to this stage, even if I beat it. That's annoying. But look at the snow. I love the snow effect. And then here I go, accidentally taking the damn shortcut. I thought I died right there and then. I was just stunned. I was like, wait a minute, what? I forgot there was a shortcut down there, but... so there's that stage completed. Or not 100%ed yet. There's one more bonus barrel I need to go get. There's 3 in that stage. Slip slide ride, I don't think is too awfully bad per se. You guys can see that I'm looking up the guide right now, so I'll talk while we're looking up the guide here. But yeah, no, the Virtual Boy has some interesting games. And I love AVGN's video on the Virtual Boy, but I noticed that he didn't actually play every game there was to play on the Virtual Boy. I know, shocker, right? And some of the games that he played, those were all of the US releases, I think. Whereas there's actually quite a few games that were released exclusively to Japan that I think were kind of interesting too. But I'm going to also have my own take on it. I'm not just going to copy his video either, because I've been having fun. Yeah, there's a couple of games on the Virtual Boy that I think need to really make a return. So I've been demoing them for now. I'm not going to complete them or anything like that. I will inevitably do a review on Wario Land, but I'm going to do a full-on review of the Wario Land one. So that one will actually get its own dedicated video, but yeah, I've been playing some of the other ones, and I don't know, it's not as bad as people say it is. The eye strain thing is real, and I'm playing on an emulator, so because that's the only way to really get clean footage without a really high-end camera, which I don't have at the moment. So I'm playing on emulator and all that, and I'm really reading that guide. So the whole thing's going to be actually purple and red rather than red, or no, not purple and red, purple and black instead of red and black. So that's kind of cool. But here's the thing. Even the emulation gives me eye strain. After an hour or two of playing that, I was hurting pretty badly. So yeah, I don't know. I do think some of the games on the Virtual Boy deserve a second shot at life, but I don't think they should be Virtual Boy emulated. And if you can get an emulator that records in white and black, or black and white, that would probably be the best way to play these, personally. The emulator that I'm using is just straight up purple, so that's... I don't know how to change it. I don't know if there is a way to change it, so... Here we go. Yeah, there is no indication that that exists at all. That is such a cheap-ass bonus barrel hiding place. Why would you think to look there at any point in time? Seriously, guys. I don't like bonus stages like that at all. It's already hard to see with all the snow. As cool as that graphic effect is to me, I don't know how I survived any of that. By all accounts, I should have taken the L on that one. And this time I also didn't take the shortcut, so that's fun. But I did complete the stage. Adds another exclamation point collected. So, yeah, that's cool. That's fun. This stage isn't too awfully bad when it comes to 100%ing because everything's at least somewhat telegraphed. For example, I didn't even look at the guide and I already knew that this was kind of up here. So that's fun. I think the hardest one, that was a absolute mistake that turned into a win. That was an error in judgment. I did not mean to hit that third barrel, but I did, and on the end too. I got real lucky. Now I'm looking for the next one, but now I'm actually looking at it. These caves are brilliant too, honestly. I love the texturing on here. Although if you like really stare at it in high definition, you can see where like the textures are just like simple palettes. But if you like blur your eyes a little bit, looks great. Looks great on an old school TV too. I wouldn't say graphically that this is the best looking game of all time by any means, but like it's amazing that they produced this on the Super Nintendo. Because if you look at other Super Nintendo games, Donkey Kong Country was like a league different for sure. This is where that bonus barrel is. This is like the only one I don't think I've ever found on my own in this game, in this level. The other two I found pretty easily on my own, so. And I think I even knew about it per se. Like I probably just went and grabbed that barrel and was like, oh, nothing there. Oh well, just a barrel. Or hit it against the zinger or something like that, but I don't know, I might have found this once. Nintendo. Not bad. Oh, sorry for the yawning. Jeez Louise. Also, here's a thought process. Armadillos. Ice caves. That makes no sense. Actually, the vulture being in a cave in general makes no sense now that I think about it. Yeah, that guy shouldn't be here. Donkey Kong Country's ecosystem is insane. That's a cheap shot. Can't even see those guys until they're up on you. And Donkey Kong was lost in the mines. Nobody was ever able to find him again. And that is how the Yeti became a thing. I mean, at least those Kremlings are blue. But realistically, those wouldn't be anywhere near here either, honestly. Imagine a reptile being stuck in the ice. Oh, man. These ropes are a trip, but I don't think they show up anywhere else in the game. That's the nice thing about Donkey Kong Country, like the original one. They just kind of have a gimmick and they challenge you with it and then go from there, you know? They don't let the gimmick wear itself out. They just kind of, you know, they have this level, they have this crazy gimmick, they have, a really cool platforming challenge. And then if you succeed, cool. You don't have to worry about it again. Yeah, that little hidden thing. Now I'm reading the guide again because the guide said, hey, right after the O. And I've been looking for the O for quite some time. This level is actually one of the longer ones. Well, at least longest gap before you find the O versus the K. But yeah, you can take the hit or you can jump back and forth there, but that's where the bonus barrel is, just hidden up above that zinger. This one I've actually found before. I've seen this one before. I didn't do a very good job beating it though, that's for sure. I think there's a stash of like hidden bananas up behind the wall of zingers over there, but I'm not really too concerned about stuff like that. I'm just kind of trying to beat the game here. As a kid, this was very annoying. As an adult, this challenge isn't nearly as hard as it probably should be. I could never get this G as a kid. But I could get the rhythm down here plenty. And there we go. Slip, slide, ride. 100%. Ice Age Alley, on the other hand, is the level that we're going to have to leave. I tried this level like several times. And there's like only 2 bonus barrels, but I missed the second one every single time. You'll see why when I try it. But, yeah, I don't like this level at all. The reason being, and eventually I give up too, because the reason being is because there's only one real way to 100% this level, and that's with Espresso the Ostrich. I cannot stand trying to keep Espresso to the end of a level because Espresso's defensive capabilities is garbo. It's garbage. It's horrible. But this level in particular is really bad about it too. And you'll see why in a second here. So what I'm going to do the next time, I'm reading up on the absolute metric ton of bullcrap that I have to go through to actually deal with this level. But what I'm going to do next time is I'm going to actually get Espresso and then save state it right here. That's what I'm going to do. Because it is so easy to lose Espresso. Ridiculously easy. And then there's the problem right there. Did you see it? I hit a continue barrel. Well, the only way to really do this is to get past that continue barrel. Which is fine, except I can't seem to pass it without hitting the damn thing. And guess what? If you lose Espresso, I got close too. I was so heartbroken. I got so close to the stupid barrel and then lost Espresso at the end at one point in time. But yeah, at this point in time, I cannot get that bonus barrel. There's no way for me to do so. It's right up here. There it is, right there. Do you see it up there? Can't get it now. Want to know why? Because there's no way to get Espresso once you hit that stupid continue barrel. You can't go back from where the continue barrel is. You can only move forward. But Espresso is located in 2 different spots in the level, both of which are before the stupid continue barrel. So you got to get through all this crap, fly over here. We're still flying, technically speaking. You got to get through this. At one point in time, this claptrap actually hits me, which Espresso normally doesn't feel claptraps, but that one she'll feel because, oh, it's slightly elevated. And I didn't jump, so I lost Espresso right there, right before the freaking bonus barrel. So, yeah. This level stinks. Now, beating it's not that bad. In fact, I'd argue that it's not too awfully bad of a level. It's challenging, but compared to a lot of the other levels in this area, no, it's not bad. But 100%ing it is awful. Also, I like how they tell a little bit of a story because it's snowing, and then it kind of does the reverse where it stops snowing at the end of the level. It's kind of a little story, like it snows and the Kongs are traveling. There goes Espresso. Yeah. Did you see what hit me? No? It was a Kremling flying out of the air at me, which is real fun, by the way. This is why the first game, like a lot of people are like, the first game is the best one. I disagree. I think the second one is the better one. Because the first game has a lot of enemies that just kind of come out of freaking nowhere on you. And it's so much worse on like any of the handheld games. like, all of the handheld games are awful when it comes to finding enemies. And that's why I say that the original SNES is slightly better than the Game Boy Advance version. Because the Game Boy Advance version, it has that problem. It has a little bit of a screen crunch issue. It's almost up to par with this game, though, which is fine. But the Game Boy Color version doesn't care. It has so bad a screen crunch. That crap gets ridiculous. Like, there are enemies that I normally would have been able to dodge on the original games, or even on the advanced one, that I cannot dodge on the Game Boy Color one. It's so ridiculous. Anyway, so we got Espresso here. This is a middle finger to... Yep. Just dropped right down there. Jeez Louise. Yeah, that little necky blockade really sucks. I don't like it. I wouldn't say the stage is, like, breaks you like some of the other ones do, but man, this one's a pain in the ass. It seems like each world has at least one stage that's an absolute pain in the ass to get the 100%. And for what? You don't really get anything for it. They don't even congratulate you, to my knowledge. I think the game might tell me afterwards that, hey, you 100% of the game. Good job. See, look at that. So now I hit the continue barrel. Here's the problem. This is the run that I think broke me on actually finishing this up. Yep. And I just slid to my death. I was just stunned. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I was so heartbroken, I just let it happen. Jeez Louise. I mess around with the controls just a tad bit to see if I can actually, like, rewind. Because I've heard there's rewind features on the Switch. I wouldn't know how to activate any of that crap. The worst part is I hit the continue barrel too. So here's the options. Option number 1. I move forward and find a candy save point. Because, yeah. Or option 2. I continue on, beat the level yet again, and continue pressing on with the, the espresso thing. I opt to go to a candy barrel. Now, what a candy barrel does exactly is it allows you to save the game. And if you save the game, you can turn off the game and then go back and it will restart your progress. Whereas any other way, I have to beat the level from the halfway point again just to get another shot. That's what's frustrating about that. To get another shot at the 100%, that one bonus barrel, you have to either, lose espresso beforehand and then die from there, or just beat the level again, which is freaking annoying. Go out for some aquatic ambience. Because aquatic ambience is going to, soothe my impending rage. I love this game, but this game has problems, and they just get worse and worse as you try and 100% it. I've never done it before, and I plan on doing it. I'm bound determined, because this is the only Donkey Kong Country game, at least in the original trilogy on the Super Nintendo, that I haven't 100%ed. I've never done the Game Boy Advance games. I've thought about maybe doing a Let's Play on those too, but then I'd have to play the Game Boy or the Donkey Kong Land games. Maybe one day. Not anytime soon. I do not like Donkey Kong Land at all. The second one's not bad, but there's screen crunch, and the third one is actually the better of the group. Just straight up, the third one's not bad, but Shark attack! I got a question for any of my viewers that might be old enough to remember the 90s. Anybody remember the street sharks? Like, I don't know why, but I loved the street sharks. Even though they were just like a lesser version of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They're a bunch of teenagers who are turned into anthropomorphic sharks. That's all they really are. They have the most ridiculous designs. I had a couple of the toys back in the day, too. I had the... actually, that might be why I like the little sharks in this game. Because the little sharks in Donkey Kong Country look just like one of the street sharks. And I had his toy. I kind of forgot all about that. Maybe that's why I like their design so much. That's the second time I hit that shark head on. Head on, applied directly to forehead. Sorry. It's a dumb joke. But anyway, yeah, street sharks. They had a great white one too. I don't remember any of their names, but the great white street shark had like cowboy boots and jeans on. And he was cool, like he was the leader, I'm pretty sure. Then they had like a hammerhead shark, which I don't remember much about him, and then they had a big orange dude. And then they had the blue striped tiger shark. I think he was a tiger shark. Tiger sharks don't actually look like that, I don't think. Hang on, let me look it up. Now I'm curious to know. Let's see here. Tiger sharks. Yeah, they don't have that coloration. They kind of have the stripe thing going on for sure, but they don't have that coloration. But anyway, street sharks were awesome. Also, the end of this level is super easy if you get Unguard, because Unguard is a lot faster than the octopuses are, that's for sure. Well, there's that. Water level taken out. And then I realized, oh, hey, I only got one more level to do before... so I thought about going to back, but... Yeah, one more level. I might as well tank it before I get to Candy's save barrel. This level's not too bad for finding secrets, though. They're actually, if you kind of know what you're... There I go. If you kind of know what you're looking for, this one's not too bad. I kind of got gypped, though. You'll see what I mean. But, like, I do end up playing this level basically all the way through twice. By the way, this is the very first appearance of Squawks. Squawks ends up being one of the favorite animal buddies, and I think is the only one that's in every single... yeah, I think he's in every single Donkey Kong Country game. So there's the first bonus stage. That one's not too awfully hard to find. Like, you see the barrel, you see the wall. It's like, okay, I could use the barrel on the crush, but I'm betting there's a bonus stage in that wall. Yep, sure enough. Now we got tires instead of oil drums. For some reason, my brain is slightly off on their hitbox. You'll see what I mean in like 2 seconds here. Yep. Just run right into it. Don't know why, I thought it was smaller. Yeah, see, that setup, you can kind of guess that there's a bonus stage there. Like, oh, okay. So here we have the last bonus stage. And I kind of guessed correctly where it was at. I gotta jump tires first. Here we go. There's the barrel. And my brain is like, it's down here. So why didn't it activate? Well, here's the stupid part. I was too close to the wall. It's actually better to get it as Diddy, because Diddy Kong, he had just ran right into it. But with Donkey, you have to like back up from the wall a little bit and then huck it. And I did, but I got way too close. I also didn't use a guide on that one too. Now I'm just checking to see if this ever reset, which it did not. I don't know the limitations of actually resetting it. I think I kind of half-heartedly tried to beat the level real quick. Yep. And I think I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'll just move on. I've been in that level enough. I mean, at least I know where the barrel's at, but geez Louise. Now I'm reading, because I wasn't using a guide my first run through on this level. And much to my annoyance, the guide basically says, hey, that place you tried? It's exactly where the stupid door's at. Oh, man. At that point in time, I'm probably fuming. I'm not gonna lie, like, it is kind of weird that King K. Rool's grunts here have like a more militaristic design. Like, the Kremlings always kind of had a theme, and I've always wondered what the first theme was, but I figured military was... I don't know how I survived that. I figured military was the theme, but like, not all the Kremlings look militaristic, I guess. The guys in this cave do, though. Holy crud. Which is Clump and Crusha, if I recall correctly. Oh, man. It's kind of funny that Squawk shows up here, but he's such a... This is the only level he shows up in, by the way. And I don't know what was the point of having him other than to add some, like, realism to the cave. I'm not sure. So anyway, what I decided to do is back up quite a ways and then throw the thing, which works a lot better. And here we have the G and a claptrap. It's a typical claptrap game. Most of the games have a variation of claptrap too. I think only the newer Donkey Kong Country games don't. But like, they're called something different in DKC 2 and 3, but like, they're basically just differently designed claptraps, right? Like, can we all agree to that? The, I think you can get that as Diddy, but I wasn't going to switch. But yeah, the red and black claptrap from DKC 2 is awesome. And even the purple one looks cool in DKC 3. And then they went back to the regular, semi-regular design, but made them more pet-like, I guess. Rope Bridge Rumble. This one's not bad at all. I don't even think I used a guide on this. In fact, I guarantee I didn't. I just kind of skipped onto it. I saw that one. Barely, but I did see it. And then, yeah, if you bring Winky, and it's kind of the same thing as Espresso, I guess. If you take a hit, you lose out on the bonus barrel. Especially after you hit the continue spot. Because the only way to get Winky is for that first bonus barrel, to my knowledge. But Winky actually has some offensive options. In fact, he's got more offensive options than the Kongs do, because he can actually jump on zingers, which are the main obstacle in this particular level. So getting Winky to... You can see me kind of exploring the stage here. Because I'm thinking the bonus barrel's up there, and it's not, but... I keep falling off this stupid thing, too. No, man. The treetop levels are kind of interesting, because, like, they're just beaver homes. Like, giant beaver colonies that, instead of tearing down the tree, they just built up into the tree, right? Is that what these are? Like... I don't think I see a single beaver in this particular one, though. But yeah, Winky, as silly as the frog is, like, he's not that good of a power-up, in my opinion. But, like, there it is. That one single banana kind of tipped me off, and I'm like, there it is, I found it. And I messed up immediately. But I found it. That's all that matters in this one. But yeah, he has offensive options. Like, yeah, he just jumps higher and he can land on bees, but at least he can land and kill crap in this game. There it is, the exclamation point. I didn't even use a guide. I thought about beating the boss in this particular level, but I decided not to. And we're just going to end the level here and end the episode here. So thanks so much for watching. Take care, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.